it going, guys? Josh Davis, offensive line coach, Richmond Hill High School. I want to first off by saying thank you to Blockers for asking me to and allowing me to speak in the brand of football we play here at Richmond Hill. We're going to go through a couple things today. First thing is offensive line philosophy. Nothing groundbreaking. We're going to talk about power, and the variations, how we run it, probably very similar to how you run power, cut-ups from our game film, and some fixing adjustments that we found to help us be successful. All right, first thing as part of offensive line philosophy is just believe what we do. We ask the guys to believe in everything that we say, everything that we do, every play call that we make, believe in what we're trying to do, what the drills we're trying to do, and how they're going to help us be successful. We ask them to commit to the process. We ask these guys to trust us coaches, ask them to trust the guys left and right of them, trust the guys behind them, and be selfless. We understand that we play offensive line. There's really nothing fashionable about playing offensive line. There's really nothing. Other than when those little running backs score touchdowns, we know that we cleared the way for them, and that makes it all worth it. Dominate. We want to dominate every single team that we play in, or every single defensive line that's in front of us. We want to dominate every single foe that gets in front of us. It doesn't matter, linebacker, D-line, team. Maybe it's a weight that we're trying to dominate in the weight room, some type of lift. Communication. We want our guys to communicate every single play. I know that I stand behind the huddle during practice, and if I don't hear it, I'm yelling, communicate. If they don't communicate, I get them out. Because in my thought process is that if they can't communicate it, they don't know it. And if they don't know it, they can't do it. So we got to educate them. And the way to educate them is to light a little fire and help make them learn a little something. And the flip side of that is if they can communicate it, then they most likely know it. And if they know it and they can communicate it, they can probably play fast and be successful. We also want our guys to compete. We live here in South Georgia. It's hot. It's humid. We don't have a lot of cool days here. Okay, it's hot from March to November, just about. And so, asking these guys to go compete against themselves, to go compete in drills, to go compete in the weight room, compete in the classroom. Just compete everywhere they go. We hold ourselves to a different standard here at playing offensive line at Richmond High School. All right, next thing is physicality. We want our guys to be as physical as possible. I got here in 2017, and in the first 2 years of being here, we gained 30 knockdowns, and we knew something had to change. We want to be a power run team. We had the talent to do it, had the strength to do it. So we decided, hey, this is what we're gonna do, and so. I heard a coach talk about one time that he tracks every single knockdown that a player has through a season. Already do that, but at the end of the season, they reward that player. And so we came back and talked about the compete piece. We told the line, hey, listen, you guys are going to compete for the most pancakes on the team, and at the end of the season, whoever has the most is going to get a trophy. And that lit a fire under them like you wouldn't believe. We had a great guy in the community come and donate a trophy. It was a awesome wood. It was a wood trophy with a little 4 stack of pancakes and butter on top, and it had 2019 pancake award champion. And those guys love to fight over that thing. We also had to, we want to make sure our guys are intelligent about playing football. We don't need them to know how many steps a receiver is going to take when he's going to run a glance route or a bang route or run a bang concept or a stick, whatever. We want those guys to know that if they're in the under front, this is what we're going to do. If they're in the over front, this is what they're going to do. We want them to know that the defense is going to or should be gap, have gap responsibilities. So if I have a D lineman slant one gap, I can expect something else coming in the other gap. So having those guys that communicate and know our plays, know our rules, and have just an idea of what to expect is huge for us. We ask our guys to play extremely hard. We're not in the most talent rich part of the state, but we do have guys that come and play extremely hard. They have those blue collars and those black jerseys, and they work their tails off. All we ask for them is all they have every single practice, every single game, every single day in the weight room, and they flourish. I think we probably have one of the strongest offensive lines in the area, and those guys believe that part of it. And so having that ability to mix in that weight room strength and throw it around the football field and have that ability to know what's going on, to know what's going on in any given play, is you can't measure it. And we also we want to enjoy the success of our teammates. If you walk around and you don't really look at the big picture of why you play offensive line, or why this, why that, or you start thinking about why am I playing this position? I can't do this. I can't get sacks. I can't, it sucks. Well, you know what? Playing offensive line does not very fun, but it all makes it worth it when you have a little guy at number one right there wanting to take a picture with you after a football game when he just broke the school record for rushing yards in a regular season. Okay, that little man right there ran for 100 yards a game this past season through a COVID-laden season. Several games over 200 yards and broke the school rushing record. Okay, the first picture he wanted after the game was going to take a picture of those guys, and you can see on their faces how proud they were of him, how proud they are of each other for doing that. Okay, that's enjoying success for teammates. We have standards here. Talked about before that we're maybe not be the most talent laden area. So trying to find where guys fit. Okay. So, the standards, just like anything else, we're going to see, all right, centers. Some standards for centers, can you snap and back block? If you can snap and back block, you can play center. If you can't, let's see what else you can play. Guards, pull, down block, tackles, gap hinge, base block, and down block. Okay. You may be thinking, well, what if I don't have a guy that fits in any of those? Okay. Well, and that same problem too sometimes. And so we figure out, hey, what can we do, or what can this athlete, do? Okay, he's not great at doing one thing or the other, but what is he athletic? Can he pull? Can we teach him how to pull? So let's put him. Let's try him at guard. Or is he smart? He's pretty athletic and he's smart, and so maybe he can snap it. Maybe learn how to snap it. Okay, he may play center. So find something that your guys can do and build on that technique. Okay, our power variations. We run powers like everybody else runs power. Nothing really different. We ran 2-man, the A-gap power, 3-man surface power, that one back, and 4-man surface power was that strong power. Okay, that's pro sets. Okay, doing and knowing and having ran all three of these power variations allows us to provide answers to any type of defense, just about any type of front, without changing rules. The rules are very easy to follow for our guys up front, and we have tags that we can add extra blockers. We can have tags to move the back around, which takes us to the next slide. The back alignment is huge for us. That's what we focus on this a lot. Okay, normally on our usual power or play side, even with the toes of the quarterback, and we'll widen him or shorten him depending on the arrival to the hole. Okay. We talk about, the tag on the last slide. Okay. Sometimes we may tag the back, put him backside if we have an end that's maybe screaming off the edge and making plays. Okay. And we have play call tags, so, to maybe widen him out or maybe put him outside. We can motion him back into the play. Okay. At the end of the day, though, our mesh is all mesh means is going to dictates the back's arrival to the hole. Okay. And so we can widen him, we can shorten him. Like I said, we put him backside. And we also want to make sure the back understands he's got to hug the inside hip of the puller and get downhill quick. All right. Why 3 variations? 3 variations because we sat down in the 2018 winter and we knew we had to make some fixes. We had to make some changes. Yeah, we had just won a playoff game, but we had to make some changes and we had to have some fixes built into the game because we were losing games that we should have won because we didn't have we weren't making adequate adjustments during the game. And so we went and sat down and said, listen, we're going to hang our hat on running power. It is what it is. That's what we're going to do. Okay, we're all going to run counter and we're all going to run stretch, but we're going to hang our hat on counter. And we're going to have very simple, concise rules that doesn't matter whatever play we're running. All right, or whatever power we're running, those guys understand it. And, and we're going to be able to rep it enough, understand it enough that we can get into any service that we want to and whatever type of power we want to, just by play call, just by knowing the rules. For example, our 3-man surface never changes. We can motion in and out of 3-man surface. We can get unbalanced, or we can run out of any formation. Sometimes, we can take a back out of the backfield and go kick somebody. But at the same time, our rules do not change. All right, it's your usual one back power right here, your OG of powers. Okay. The rules there are very, very simple. Play side guard, tackle, and a gap down combat backer. Play side tackle. Yeah, the first down line is out of emo. We call that the dial rule here at Richmond Hill. Center's going to back block. Backside guard's going to wrap pull. We call it pulling for the go zone, which is the first inside backer inside the tackle. Okay. The backside tackle always has to gap hinge, and tight end will kick out. Okay. Keep that in mind. Start talking about different fixes and adjustments. Okay. These rules never change. Okay. We go over these rules for our young guys coming up in middle school. We have our coach Sheets, one of the other offensive line coaches that's here at Richmond Hill. He came up with a good system to teach them. Okay. We start talking about our 3-man surface power, looks just like this right here. Whether it's a tackle or a tight end, we always want him to wham this tackle. We'll always have the die rule with first down lineman inside the emo die. Okay. And this guy always has a gap down combat backer. All right. So moving right along, we can watch some clips and cut ups right here of it. All right. So we're looking at it right here. We're expecting everybody to communicate up front. All right. We should have, we're running power to the left right here. Okay. We should have, again, wham to here. Okay. We know that this tackle, he has the die rule. First down lineman inside the emo, so he should wash. Okay. This guard has a gap down combat backer. There's nobody in his gap. Inside gap, he can combo here, or because they're both in B gaps, the center has made a call. Most likely made a gaps call, which means everybody's going to block down. Okay. So instead of comboing here, we're going to block down, stay on our tracks. Okay. Pretty good example of how we run our one back power. Okay. The only thing right here in the play is that the backside tackle should have communicated to the center what he was going to do, how he was going to block this 4-eye-3 technique. Okay. He did not. He decided pre-snap he's going to cut him. I would love for him to say, hey, center, cut. So we would know. We got away with one right here, and it is what it is. Everything right here. Now we're running power to left again. Now we have the tight ends attached. All right, nothing changes. 1, 2, 3. Okay. So allows us to, like I said, doesn't matter if it's a tackle or a tight end. We can get unbalanced right here and go tackle. And he has the same rule. Doesn't matter. We still have the wham. We have our combos working back to this backside inside backer. The guard should pull for the inside shoulder of this linebacker, and the center should be able to back block, backside tackle, gap hinge. Get some round. Good job. Love watching this combo right here by 63 and 76. Do a great job. You see 63's feet working. Okay. Good flipper. Get him lifted up off the ground. Okay. And go deliver a blow right there on that backside backer. That should help onto the pancake number right there. All right. Strong power. A lot of pro sets. Again, nothing really changes up front. We just added another blocker. Okay. This extra blocker is going to be the wham now. And so everybody's rule just goes up one. Okay. So we go back to these fingers. All right. If I'm Coach Sheets and I'm talking to our young guys, okay, he always talks about this guy right here always has the wham, die, gap down combat backer. So you can notice after 2 of them, we have not changed much. Okay. Sometimes we like to motion into this. Right here, we don't. We're looking at it though. Got a play call. Nothing really changing for us up front. You see him talking a little bit. Okay. We look at our responsibilities. All right. We should have a wham. Good. Okay. Should have a tackle and tight end combo right here because the tackle looks at nobody in his gap, but he's able to combo here. Okay. Play side guard and the center should be able to cage block, center and guard combo, back for the backside backer. All right. Everything will work out as it should right here, but you see a great tap right here by the tackle and tight end. The detached tight end is doing a really good job of digging this guy out. Okay. Center and guard get pretty good movement and go ahead and seal that nose and that backside backer. You would see though, the backside guard, if he pulled tight, kept his shoulder square, and he got the inside shoulder of the linebacker, that this running back still may be going. Okay. Did a pretty good job right there. Just having that little bit of that this fitted up, not worrying about making a great block, just fit up. Not to punish him, just get him away. Next play here. Again, playing a team right here that year past, the year prior, this guy right here was making all the plays. Okay, he's making all the plays. He was playing. He was able to make all the run, and he's able to play the pass and the run at the same time. And we had no answers for him. So coming into this year, okay, we were going to run our 4-man surface power, our strong power to it. Okay, we're going to go kick this outside backer, even though he's outside of the usual tackle box, of the usual framework of where our blocking takes place. Okay, so you see here, we started talking about that this guy knows he has a die rule. Well, the emo, most time this would be our emo, and we block down and we kick him out. But we said, made a little adjustment. We're going to take him, block out. Okay, we call a Momo call, block him out. Okay, our tag stays the same, our center blocks back, and our guard should be able to pull. Because we get so much movement right here with the tackling guard, okay, the backside guard gets stuck. He gets caught because he sees color coming through, and he knows from the talks and the coaching that backside run throughs kill power. And so he saw color. He sat it down, motored down just for a second to maybe help that, make sure that block was taking place. Did not stay on his track, and thank God the running back's pretty athletic. He made the guy miss in the hole, but. If he keeps going right there, again, our running back's still running. Again, before, talking about we can motion in and run our 4-man power. Okay, so against this team, Ware County, okay, great defensively coached team. They're a state perennial power. Okay, so we said, okay, how can we get them? So that's part of sometimes being on offense, getting lucky, getting somebody. Okay, we've been running the 3-man surface power, our 1-back power all night. Okay, we decided, hey, we're going to motion our extra tight end over here and give us that 4-man power that we want. Okay, go ahead and give us that guy, and so that whenever it's time to roll with it, we should be good to go. All right, so here he comes. He's going to motion in. All right, sits it down. Now we were from a 3-man surface look to a 4-man surface look, and we've had some communications. All right, and we know that we should have a wham. Okay. Die. I've been sorry. Nobody in my gap right here. So I need to tat. Okay. We got a cage. Center should have his eyes up. He misses his linebacker right here, but should have his eyes up and steal off his backside backer, and his backside tackle should be able to hinge. Okay. Pretty good play right here. It wasn't fit up perfectly on our part, but we still made the wall, which is huge for us. Made the wall and get around it. Get a better look right here of it. Tackle talking right there. Good job. Tight end talking. All right. You did a pretty good job right there. Just a little bit late getting to the hole. All right, weak power. Okay. If we start getting stuffed on our strong or our 1-back power deals, we may just pop a weak power in there on. And so saying nothing really changes. Go back to the finger deal. Okay. We have our wham and our die. Okay. Nothing changes. Because of one play call, we already know what's going on. All right, so we're going to run to the left right here. The tackle, even though he's been blocking down all night, he's get the play call from the sideline. He says, all right, now I know how I have to wham. All right, backside or play side guard now. So he knows he has to get the first down lineman inside the emo. Well, this is this cat. Okay. And if he just doesn't show color, he just goes steals the backer. Backside guard does a really good job of getting around right here, keeping the shoulders square. You got an inside shoulder, the linebacker, delivering a blow. Okay, and now we're off to the races. All right, just another look at it right here. Guard is a little bit wide on the split. We talk about our guards and tackles a lot. We can make the D line do what we want them to do. If they're going to line up in threes, let's just widen them out. Let's run underneath them. Okay. If they're going to line up in fives, tackles, let's widen out so we can run underneath them. So right here, we know he was riding a little bit. He was lining up a little bit out, a little bit 3 and 4 eyes. So let's go ahead and widen him out a little bit, help us out. Okay, not that much though. Okay, so you know the guard comes down right now, does a good job of getting movement on that nose. Okay, backside guard gets around. The rule for our backside guard when we pull is that we want to get into the go zone and we want to get in the first linebacker inside there. Well, we get that linebacker, we make sure we want to get the inside shoulder of that linebacker. Well, you saw the play a minute ago. He blistered that inside shoulder, and this number 47, he understands that. He knows He's a football player too. Okay, they have coaches too. Our coaches says all the time. They have coaches too. They're going to get coached up. So right here, he pulls around, and right as the guard gets there, he fits it up. All right. I'm not mad at this block. Okay. Granted, it's not perfect because it doesn't fit into our rules. However, I'm not mad with it because, sometimes the best blocks happen because we just fit it up. We just got in the way. We made a very strong block instead of whiffing and trying to do exactly what the rule says. Okay. This is a great job right there. Delivered a punch, scores a touchdown. All right. Some adjustments. Okay. Running power from 3 different surfaces allows us able to run the same concept, power, out of 7 different formations and 7 different ways. Okay. So we have some different tags that we run through. Okay. It's do. Okay. So we have some different tags that we run through. Okay. And it's not all of them that we do. We have lead, trap, wrap. We have some other ones that we do. Rap's really not a tag per se. It's something that happens. You'll see in a second. And we also have what we call truck. We'll maybe pull the tackle instead of the guard. Angle blocking all about angles. Okay. So you get here. All right. It's good look at wrap. All right. We just signaled in our 3-man surface power. Okay. They see it. They communicate. They know what's going on. All right. Really wrap happens a lot of times after of a preparation throughout the week. Okay, we knew going to playing Valdosta that they were going to be a team that's really going to squeeze and try to spill their run, and so that DN, and we knew that we may not get a kick on him every time, and if our tight end's able to wash him, let's go ahead and wash him. Okay, and the backside guard is going to pull around. Excuse me. The guard's going to pull around. If he sees that wham is now turned into a log, then we're going to make sure we get around it and still get to our spot. And so pretty good look at it right here. See the DN squeezes right there really hard on that tackle's butt. The tight end squeezes him down, logs him down, and guard gets around it, just fits it up. Just fit it up, baby. I'm not worried about nothing else. Just get fitted up, get in the way, and let those backs run. All right. Just a cleaner look of it, a little bit tighter. Squeezes down, logs him, gets it just fits it up, gets it, just get in the way. All right, lead. All right, leads whenever the the tight end and the guard are going to pull into the same hole. All right, so a lot of times we're going to run this just to get an extra blocker to that side. Okay, sometimes right here, this looks like our 4-man surface power. So you count our guard, 1, 2, 3, 4. So all night we've been running that with this tight end that's attached has been bucking down all night with the tackle having a tap, and so and this detached tight end is whamming all night. Well, this team right here, Brunswick High School, has made an adjustment, and so we make an adjustment. Now we're going to run our 3-man surface power with our lead tag. All right, so the way the lead works and should work is that the tight end is going to pull into the underneath, okay, into the first open space. Okay, so right now because we're running 3-man surface, our 1-back power is our attached tight end is going to wham, and this tackle, remember his rule is to die. Our first down line inside the emo. Well, if this tight end is blocking out, he's got to make sure he gets him. Okay, so that leaves this right here as the gap we're going to run through. All right, so the tight end is going to pull around. All right, when he gets into the hole, in a perfect world, we want him to have anything head up to outside of his helmet. Okay, and when the guard pulls around, we want him to have anything head up or inside in the hole. Well, it doesn't always work out that way because sometimes like this right here, the defense shifts. Okay, and gives us a funky look we hadn't really seen. All right, and the guard may have to help with the guard. Right, see the guard had to stay and help and seal that play side guard instead of going to seal, and the tight end just cleans up. Okay, and we sometimes talk about that the second guy getting into the hole on lead, just play cleanup. Okay, just go be the garbage man, clean it all up, and just make sure that we have a successful play, and that's exactly what happened right here. Very long touchdown. Good deal right there. Another good look right here. All right. So again, we're going to tighten him down a little bit at sometimes. Okay, so It looks like we're running our 3-man surface power. All right, we're really running our 2 with a lead. Okay, the tackle's gonna wham. Guard's gonna get the die rule going. Okay, and if you look at it, I'm sorry, the tackle's gonna get it down and you get the die rule going. If you look at it, you can tell something right away is kind of off. Okay, if the center's right here, all right, then that's a guard. So right now we're already in another tag. All right, we're unbalanced right now. All right, so we're running our 3-man surface power unbalanced. Okay, nothing's going on like this. I mean, nothing different that we've already been doing is any different than what's going on right now. Okay, so we're still gonna have the wham. All right, we're gonna down block, cage. Okay, and this tight end should be able to get into the hole and get the first thing inside. I mean, head up or outside of him. All right, but right now, okay, when he gets to the hole, that number 40 comes screaming. Okay, 31 takes a step out. Okay, takes a step out, and number 40 is going to just kind of squeeze over the top. Okay, and the tight end makes a really good adjustment, and he gets the first most dangerous man. All right, here comes a guard to play cleanup. Let's talk about all the time that the second guy into the hole plays cleanup. All right. All right, sometimes we take the tight end and put him away from where he's going to lead from. All right, we have our 2-man surface power going over here. When I tackle to block out, our guard's going to have the die rule. Okay, center's going to block down. It kind of looks like counter with our tackle staying big on the play side, but it's just power. Okay, it's like our guard, just like your usual guard tight end counter. Okay, you see him pull around. Guard's going to get the first man in the hole, okay, and the tight end's going to clean it up. Good job right there. Another good look about running away from the guard and tight end pulling from backside. Okay, our 2-man power. Same stuff. Really good look right here of seeing how it's drawn up, to the T. Okay, like I said before, the tight end needs to get into the hole, get everything head up to outside of him, and the guard needs to get everything head up to inside of him. So as we're rolling with this, you see right there, they get shoulder to shoulder. Okay, tight end gets his guy, and the guard gets his. We're off to the races. Okay, you kind of see a little bit better look right here, I think. You see they get up in there together. Okay, super good play for us. Another tighter look right here. Tight end gets right there. Head up. Okay, and the guard sees make him that block, and the guard is able to get his eyes back around and seal that block. All right, trap's another one that we work on sometimes. Okay, so we're tackling the tight end switch responsibilities. So usually right now, this being our 3-man surface, okay, the tackle block down and the tight end will kick out. Well, playing the Stevens, we knew they slanted a lot, and so let's get where can we get better angles? So let's run trap. So this tells us, like I said, tackling tight end to switch responsibilities. So the tight end's going to scoot in a little bit. Okay, now the tackle, instead of blocking down, is going to block out. Okay, and the guard will just take his job. Everybody else does the exact same thing. Nothing changed for anybody else. Okay. Well, we also had truck tag this play, which means the tackle's pulling. So whenever a tackle pulls, okay, the guard and tackle just basically respond. They switch their responsibilities as well. All right, so you see that right there. Okay, the tight end is a little bit tighter, so we can get to better angle. The tackle does a good job of getting that wham block on the outside. Okay, the backside tackle would have made this whole thing work if he had just kind of controlled himself and slowed down and fit up in there. Okay, we talk about all of our pullers, especially on power. We want to go under the wham and over the wall. So on every power or any kind of gap scheme play you run, you want to have a wall being created by all the down blocks. Okay, and we call our kick out block a wham just because it sounds more like a collision than it does trying to kick somebody. Because we play a lot of teams that don't like to kick. I mean, sorry, don't like to run upfield. They like to squeeze really hard. So sometimes it turns into just a punch or a log that. So instead of we don't like pigeonhole ourselves with kicks. So we call it a wham. So underneath the wham over the wall, the tackle goes a little bit out of control right here. Okay, if you see it right here, you see the wall being created. Like to see him fit up in there. All right, goes a little bit too wide. All right, not a super successful play. But you see us working on the outside right here. The tackle's going to block out. Tight end's going to block in right there. Good job. All right. Right here, talk about. You saw a couple plays earlier. Start looking at some of the different things we can do, like get unbalanced to go tackle over. All right. So right here we have we're in 11 personnel, but we have our tight end. He's going to be on the weak side now. Okay. We're going to stay over there. We're going to move our tackle to the strong side where all the receivers are. Okay, we have 3-man surface. All right. Same thing. Nothing changes. That tackle knows when he's the outside blocker on our 3-man surface. Yeah, he's got a wham. Okay. That tackle now knows that if he's covered up, it's the same thing he does when he has a tight end over there. Nothing changes. Pretty good job of getting around there. I said before, I want the guard to get the inside shoulder linebacker. Well, those guys by Oster are coached up, and he squeezed really hard. The tackler's getting the guards got in the way. Love it. All right, another good look at truck. Okay. A lot of teams like to, especially down here where we know we're going to run power, they like to get into either some kind of bear front or get into some kind of front that allows them to get into and try to control those B gaps or get into the guard's hips. So kind of one of our fixes to that would maybe sometimes just to run truck. Okay, let the guard go ahead and block out, and then let our tackle pull around. So right, he does the same kind of thing. Okay, again, our tackles out of control. I coach him up better, I guess. Gets out of control coming around. He hits the right man. Just gets out, just like I said, out of control. Okay, but it does just enough to have that hole opened up, get in the way, so that our running back can go have a huge play for us. Yeah, there was a hole there, but the young guy, forget. And that was defend both the pass and the run. And these overhangs right here, we're making a lot of our run plays. Okay, make a lot of tackles on run in our run game. And so this year, coming to play them, we decided, hey, you know what, we'll bunch our receivers out here to make him make a decision. Because normally, 1 or 1, 2, 3. Okay, that's what those receivers would be. But right now, this game we didn't. We widened them out to make the overhang make a decision. Okay, made a decision that we throw the bubble out here. Okay, he wasn't accounted for. Now he is. All right, now he'll have it back of his mind next time, and maybe have a run game instead. All right. Same thing, same exact play. All right. I told before, and I look at him. He doesn't know what is going on. Don't know what to do right now. Okay. Do I sit out here? Last time I was out here, they threw the bubble. So now I'm gonna widen out. Up. I'm too late because now they're running it. Okay. That's huge for us. Okay. Because now we get him out of there, and we're able to account for everybody now in the box. Okay. And one thing I want to look at too is where we start talking about being relishing the success of others. Watch this guard pull around. Okay. He had a rough year, struggled a little bit every now and again. That's one of the best plays he had all year. And watch him get excited. He knew because of him, he was able. He was the one. Look at him. That's awesome. Love it. Okay. Then we get to the what we call stick. All right, we're gonna try. Like I said, we're gonna read the unaccounted man. Okay. In this particular play, he's right here. If he comes down hard, we're gonna throw it where he left in that window. If he bails, okay, he tries to bring up here. We'll try to run the ball. Well, right here, he kind of comes down hard. Pretty good player. Throw him the window. Okay, get the ball there. Get a quick 5-yard gain. Okay, you see right there though that the safety was able to come and hit our guy pretty good right there. All right, and he triggered hard. All right, so the next time we run this same different concept. All right, we revamped that, named it Bang. Okay, allowed us allowed us to have that same stick, but instead of sitting it down right there where it was last year, now he's filtering to back here. Okay, so it allows him to have a moving target for a safety and not a stationary. All right, right here, the unaccounted man's right here. Okay, you see him, he backs up. Probably should have ran it this time. Okay, and I'll show you the end zone cut. You'll understand why I say that. Okay, he didn't run it. All right, we ended up throwing it. Not a bad deal. All right, but you watch the end zone cut. It's great. It's about how you draw up power right here. Okay, you see great feet work right there by the guard and tackle. All right, see that guard pull around, get shoulder square, pulls out for nobody. Oh my word, he might still be running. Okay. As then you start thinking about this, okay, I'm sure you run power in your programs. Okay, this is what power did for us. Okay, in 2019, we ran 447 times for 2,600 yards and 34 touchdowns. Out of that, we ran power 251 times for 1,500 yards and 26 touchdowns. That's good enough for 60% of rushing production just from power, just running these different variations, these different tags, all those things. Okay, in 2020, we're able to kind of do a very similar situation. We had a couple less games, battled COVID all year like everybody else. We still ran the ball 400 times, okay, for 338 touchdowns, okay, and with 2,200 yards. And on power, ran it for about 190 times for right at 1,000 yards. It's a little bit of a drop off. When you look at it, 50% of our, still 50% of our rushing production. Okay, why a drop off? I mean, no excuses. We did get better at stretch this year. We got better at counter. Okay, so we got, everybody's running duo. We ran duo a couple times. All right, so but look at the graphic. It tells its tale. Like we live and breathe and die by power. And you know what? Next year in 2021, God willing, we have a season. We're gonna run power some more. Okay. Guys, thank you for your time. That's my Twitter handle right there. If give me a follow, ask any questions, anything that was not clear. Love to hear from you. It's been a pleasure. Thanks.